discuss stuff about how government works in our country and how we can give recommendations to other countries that are just starting to come out of communism and looking for a new form of government.
I'm glad I chose global politics because we are discussing in depth a lot of things that we've already studied in school. We're taking it to a higher level. We've had a lot of interesting speakers come in and talk to us.
So far, we just covered the basics of robotics, and yesterday we went on a field trip to Oakland Community College. Next week, we're going to start building a little models of robots, and then later in the week, philosophers will come in and discuss the future applications of robots and their effects on human life.
I like it. A lot of group discussion, well, a moderate amount, but it's good group discussions about neural nets, how they're self-teaching, and how they could very well achieve consciousness within the next 10 to 20 years.
My name is Lindsay Griffiths, and I'm taking a leadership intensive, and leadership has been a blast this past week. I think it's been the funnest class from talking to other people. What we've done is basically discuss things and gotten into a couple arguments, but we've talked about all the major issues, AIDS, abortion, and we've also talked about leadership styles and Hitler and why he was a good leader, and yet we consider him bad.
Intensive involves a program of determining leadership styles, finding out what styles are suited to you, and learning about other methods of leadership so as to better aid others in organizational processes.
So basically, intensive is learning to work with others on creating music, expressing music through how, feelings, and composing, doing different, improvisations it's called. Basically that's what it is.
Yeah, but the unique thing is like, we come from, everywhere's different in our group, and it's like, when he plays a tune, we can all relate to it, even though it's not like, like we didn't practice, it's like we can all relate to it. It makes us feel the same way.
Computer simulation as a problem-solving methodology. It's an interesting course in that one's able to use one's knowledge of computer science in a direct, real-world application.
So let's just go on now. The problem is that in the workplace, big companies want to make plants that'll be really efficient and stuff, and they could just build the plant and then try to tweak it so it's really efficient. But what you could do instead, if you want to save money and be smart and all that, is run the simulation on the computer so you know how things will go beforehand.
One of the most exciting things about the theater intensive is that you get to improvisation, and you get to do morning exercises. Everybody's on stage acting stupid, and improvisation is you don't think. You only get to get up there and just act.
Act? What do you mean by act?
It's just like minor pause. Make sure he's all intact so we can scatter him where he wants to be scattered.
No one is scattering my brother!
Hi, I'm Jennifer Chalafor, and I'm taking the Psychology of Communication course. And this past week and a half has just been incredible. In a good way. We've done a lot of discussion on perception and what it's influenced by. Even the way we look at the world and the differences that even a word can mean to each one of us. And how we perceive ourselves as affected by other people as well.
Our intercultural communication class consists of learning about different cultures and life. For instance, a few days ago, we went to Ann Arbor and we learned about different cultures on the campus of Michigan University. And after we leave our intercultural communication intensive, we should know more about each other and about different cultures and have an understanding of what is what in the world today.
Okay, we're here with Monica, and she's working on a computer here in the computer animation class. Computer animation intensive. What do you think about the computer animation intensive, Monica?
Pretty straight. Interesting, easy to do. All I do is like really draw on the computer and then try to make up like a little animation skit.
I think this video intensive has offered an excellent chance for students from all over the state to experience new technology, especially with the computers and some of the editing machines that otherwise are not available at their high schools.
But more importantly, I think this class has offered us a chance to really work as a group instead of individuals. We've done a lot of teamwork, and it's really, I think, going to benefit us.
Our main project is to make a video that illustrates the whole institute as a whole. And through this process, we've been able to work with different types of camera and different types of film, 3/4 and VHS and 8mm. Learn how to set lighting for the sets and use the editing equipment, find out how that works, and use a little bit of computer graphics.
Oh, how are you going to read it?
Some buildings collapsed, highways buckled, and a 43-mile fissure opened in the desert. Thousands of homes are still reported without water or electricity today.
Upheld most of the Pennsylvania abortion law's restrictions, but it held back from striking down the right to abortion. A spokesperson
having a grand time. She's here. Water break. And he's ready to go again.
Okay, are you guys ready for the wave?
I think these students were very, very articulate. I think they were extremely challenging. I was a little surprised that their questions had more to do with the corporate takeovers of the networks and what goes on in terms of managing and running the networks than some of the other more superficial questions, and I don't mean any offense by that I sometimes get from other audiences. These questions were right on the money.
That's Mitch right there. You can't really see him. Hey, there's Tyler. Making funny faces at the camera. Woo! Jen and Judy, oh. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. There's Judy down there enjoying her own. Okay, leave now. That's enough. Oh, we got some cards going on here. There's Damon. There's Damon, one of our co-editors.
If I wanted to be off the bottom.
We got some cards going on.
And then they just gave us a beat and like a scale, and we just had to make up stuff right on the spot for them while they were playing. It was cool because I've never been like, go home. I don't want to go home. Okay. Let's see. What are you doing?
When he bolts through my head in a second.
Think of this as our temporary everything. All right.
To me, I would make a lot of sketches, which they started out really pretty crude, and they would see things that they liked or didn't like, and they point it out, and then I'd build it from there. And then they wanted, after, yeah, that.